gone in the first quarter. The Hawks working the ball around. It's stolen by Carroll. Pushing it up. Ahead, here's Lowry, and he misses the go-ahead basket.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter. Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Good.
What? A great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
Korver misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Here's DeRozan, rejected by Millsap. Outside Korver, from deep. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. And 11 points in the game for Kyle Korver. Here's DeRozan, and it's sent back by Horford. And they'll keep possession. Valanciunas, good.
Great unspoken communication between teammates leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
Teague kicks to Millsap, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is. And what Patrick Patterson gives you guys is solid all-around play. He can help you in a lot of areas, high basketball IQ, high character, understands his role, knows his limitations, and stays within himself. Certainly that shot well within his range.
I would hope so.
And especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
There's the dish to Horford. Teague, the pass to Millsap, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
And going back to Patterson for just a moment, he's been lauded for his mature approach. Ever since high school in West Virginia, he was involved in a highly publicized recruiting battle between Florida and Kentucky, ultimately choosing the latter.
Yeah, and you know, the part of his game, Kevin, that he's really worked on is his ability to face up and shoot. Really starting to evolve into a guy that can space the floor, that space four. And when he's hitting that jumper at a high percentage, I think his value to the team goes up exponentially.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Here's Horford, and the rejection by Valanciunas. And here's DeRozan, inside. Trying to find Valanciunas. Gets it to him.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. Well, he holds the reins to this team, and we're seeing some examples, guys.
And that's the kind of take-charge leadership that every team desperately needs.
And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the...
Kyle Korver. And DeMar DeRozan, the star for this Toronto Raptors team, he said he wants to bring them back.
A lot of people never really pay no attention to the Raptors. They just look at the Raptors like another team, you know. So when I came, you know, I just wanted to bring that feeling back and the excitement that everybody had for the Raptors.
Let's face it, it's never easy for Toronto to get the attention that Clark, the U.S. teams get. That's just a fact of life that even Vince Carter at his best couldn't change.
And, you know, I don't even know if winning the championship would change that, quite honestly, even if DeMar won the MVP. Just saying.
Yeah. Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Atlanta?
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
So for Toronto right now, Lowry and DeRozan are the guard tandem. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Carroll in at the 3, the small forward. Lowry against T. Outside for Millsap. Here's Horford. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Tipped away and stolen by Horford. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's foul number 2 for him. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan.
That's his first personal foul.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Korver gets a wide open look. Another 3 for Atlanta. Well, a word you'll hear in the NBA these days is gravity. Property of great shooters to draw defenders out and space the floor. A few players with more gravitational pull, I guess you could say, than Kyle Korver.
Yeah, he commands a lot of defensive attention, actually superstar level attention.
He's off on the... second.
And Korver always moving offensively, not just to run off screens, but to set screens himself. I mean, he's a master at working off the ball to create offense for himself and others.
And Horford wide open. He shoots another 3 for Atlanta.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Lowry has the open look, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Lowry's got 9 points.
And, you know, Kyle Korver's also getting better with the ball in his hands. I mean, when he catches the ball coming off the screen, he's always a legitimate triple threat, but not just as a shooter. He's become a very good passer, knowing that defenses are running out at him, and then also he's been able to attack and use that little floater in the lane at times.
Back to T. Pass to Horford. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Raptors trail by 10. It's DeRozan with the drive. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The thing about DeMar DeRozan, he came into the league fairly unpolished. Struggled to handle the ball, created then his own shot, and but sometimes he would create for others too.
Yeah.
But he's settled down. You can see the growth.
Yeah, and that's the one thing you could see the physical talent was there in terms of him playing the 2. The question was, could he make the commitment mentally to become a great player? Well, from what he's done the last few years, I would have to say he's definitely been able to do that.
Here's Horford. Sinks the triple. Horford's got 10 points in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Valanciunas
Up high and down hard with the one-hander.
got a little extra force for that one, didn't he?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think that's going to rouse up his teammates, no doubt.
Horford dishes to Teague. Here's Bazemore. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Bazemore's got 6.
And, you know, getting back to DeRozan, he's put a spit shine on his offense. Over the past 2 seasons, averaged over 20 points a game, was also good for 3 or 4 assists, showing everybody how work ethic can overcome unrefined skills.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. His shot is good, scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries, shooting 50%.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
And, you know, for DeMar DeRozan, scary to think that he's still scratching the surface of his potential. Made his first All-Star appearance in 2014, was a little dinged up last year, but still very effective. No doubt he's the real deal.
Raptors trail by 10. He dishes it to Patterson. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And DeRozan, here we go. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. DeRozan's got 7 points here in this quarter.
You know, that's exactly how they wanted to run that possession, guys. Beautiful.
He had a nice open look right there.
They just continue to splash home those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority number 1 for this defense.
Absolutely. You cannot allow a team to have that kind of a rhythm from beyond.
And another basket for Toronto.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
The Hawks leading by 9. Valanciunas on the double team. So it's the Hawks now. Teague with the ball. Lowry picks him up. And here's Korver from the arc. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
That's his 2nd personal foul.
Look at his contract, and Kyle Korver is a steal, Clark, at 4 years and $24 million.
Yeah, but he's a guy not only who can shoot it, clearly, but a good team defender as well. I think he's a really solid, complete player and a pro's pro in terms of the locker room.
Yeah, seems when he's on before the Hawks, a different team offensively.
No question.
It's stolen by Valanciunas. No good. Great D that time from Teague. For Atlanta, they've gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Jeff Teague.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Here's DeRozan. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Korver. Atlanta again missing.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it. I know it. There aren't very many guys that can.
Come on. How did he hit that shot?